Weekly protests in the streets of Tirana, just as the European Union prepares to decide in June if it will go forward with talks on whether to admit Albania as a new member. The protests have been a common sight ever since the Balkan country's main opposition party abandoned its parliament seats in February. The opposition Democratic Party of Albania says it will not take part in local elections in June unless the Prime Minister steps down and a transition government takes over.
The resignation of Prime Minister Rama, a transitory government comprised of socialists that are not connected to crime, which will first and foremost untie the hands of the prosecutors to bring to justice the politicians that have been caught stealing the elections of 2017, and work with the opposition to advance electoral reform and justice reform.
Prime Minister Edi Rama says his government has made much progress on justice reform, crime, corruption and drug trafficking. He says it's the opposition's decision whether to take part in the June polls.
We live in a free country. Of course, it's not yet a consolidated democracy, but we are as solid as needed to simply not only understand, but also behave based on the principle elections are for everybody.
Meanwhile, there is concern the escalating political turmoil will hurt Albania's efforts to enter the EU. EU Commission spokeswoman Maja Koci-Jancic told VOA that despite current political tensions, Albania has achieved tangible results across the board. But she added that the opposition's decision to relinquish their mandate seriously hinders the functioning of democracy in Albania and undermines the progress the country has made on the EU path. With less than 3 months to local elections, the participation of the Democratic Party, the main opposition, remains unclear, and people in the streets are asking themselves just how legitimate these polls will be. Opposition leader Basha has said no final decision on election participation has yet been made. It appears Albania's political future and its path toward the EU will continue to remain uncertain for now. Sabina Castelfranco for VOA News, Tirana.